to this Yoga to Feel Strong video. It doesn't matter if you are new to yoga, there will be modifications for everyone. I just wanted to provide a class where we could focus and wake up the body and come back into our feeling of physical vitality and strength today. So I have a block and a couple of brick blocks. If you don't have yoga props, don't worry, sometimes they're just nice to have. You can use a rolled up blanket to sit on, maybe some like high books, just something that brings the floor a little closer to you. Even like a footstool or a chair would be fine. So we are going to begin today's session at the back of the mat, coming into child's posture, and how you come into child's posture is entirely up to you. This morning, or today, I'm having my knees a little wider than my torso. I'm just coming down to the floor. Now, if your forehead doesn't come all the way down, you could use your blanket or your block, or simply crossing the arms and resting the forehead there. So give yourself the support that you need. Make yourself comfortable. And we're just going to take a few slow breaths here. Breathing in and out through the nose. Taking one more full cycle of breath. And you might start just to wiggle the hips, sway from side to side. Meeting your mat, meeting the earth, feeling the texture of it under the hands, the forearms, the forehead. As you just have this nice little easy rock here. Feeling the knees, the shins and the tops of the feet on the floor. We're going to start to walk back and come to kneeling. If kneeling doesn't work for you, you can sit with the legs extended or cross-legged. And sitting upright, just lifting up through the crown of the head. You can have the eyes open or closed, and we're going to lower the chin to the chest. Stretching the back of the neck. And then as you inhale, draw the shoulders back and lift the chin. Exhaling, lower the chin to the chest and slide the fingertips towards the knees. So there's a little rounding of the upper back. Inhaling, lifting the chest, squeezing the elbows into the waist. Exhaling, dropping the chin to the chest. Rounding and reaching for the knees. And inhaling, lifting the chest. We're going to interlace the hands behind the back here and pull the knuckles down towards the floor. Opening into the front of the chest and across the collarbones. Take a nice big breath and open the chest here. Gently drawing the belly button towards the spine as you exhale. And once more, inhale. We're going to relax the hands then towards the sacrum and just bow again once more to the floor. And from here we're going to roll up onto the top of the head. And roll right back down again. Rolling up onto the top of the head. And back down, bottom to heel. Once more rolling up onto the top of the head. Press the top of the head into the floor. Extend the arms once more and either let them stay here or drawing up and overhead. Into Sasangasana, our bunny rabbit's pose. Can we draw the fronts of the shoulders away from the ears and press the palms together? Holding for a breath. And exhaling, taking your hands back to your bottom, rolling off the top of your head and swimming the arms forward here, coming into an extended child's posture. Feeling into the hands, radiating the fingers out from the palms, clawing the finger pads into the mat here. Finding a sense of aliveness in the hands. Clawing the finger pads into the mat, coming up onto all fours. And to start, just take a nice easy rock here. Finding a position for the hands and the shoulders that works for you. That might be shoulders under wrists, or a little bit wider, or a little bit forward. Bring the knees in, pressing the tops of the feet into the floor, pull the lower ribs into the body and lift the knees, hovering tabletop. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, pull your right knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, place it back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow and place it back. We're going to do 3 each side. Right knee comes in, right knee steps back. The left knee pulls in, left knee steps back. Last one, right knee pulls in, right knee steps back. Left side and back. Tuck the toes under and come into a push-up. Squeezing the glutes, tucking the tailbone under so you feel the thighs, the glutes and the abs all switch on. Here we go, getting strong. Take a breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale the knees to the floor. And nice and easy, let's take a belly flop all the way down. Whoosh. Resting the forehead on the hands. Take a couple of breaths here. Wriggle the shoulders. Bringing the inside of the legs a little closer together. Lifting the shins. And then purposefully rooting the tops of the feet and all your toenails into the mat. Hugging the muscles of the legs to the bone. Taking the tail back. Firming up the thighs. We're going to swim the hands behind. And interlacing the fingers again, this time on non-automatic way, so the other thumb is on the outside. Extending the knuckles towards the heels. Breathing in and peel your ribcage up. Let's take 3 breaths here. Pressing the toenails into the floor, lifting the kneecaps. One more breath. With your next exhale, release the chest back down. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Giving the shoulders a little wriggle. Scooping the elbows into the waist with your next breath in. Lifting into a low cobra. Take a peeky over your left shoulder. And to center. Over your right shoulder. And to center. Let the elbows dip as you glance over the shoulder. Once more each way. And to center, squeezing the elbows into your sides, lift the chest. And exhale once more, easy belly flop to the mat. Tucking the toes, bring the hands back, maybe the knees forward a little. Nice and strong, pull the belly button in, pelvis rocking back, lifting the belly button in towards the spine, press into the floor, coming up to hands and knees. Toes tucked so we lift straight back into plank. And have a little rock here and back. Here, rock forward and back here in plank. That's what I'm trying to say. Or click. Again, finding the distance between the wrists and the feet that feels good for you. Breathing in. Breathing out, soften the knees. Pressing into the hands as though you're sliding the front edge of the mat forward. Coming into downward facing dog. Giving the head a nice easy nod. And we'll pedal out the heels here. Giving your bottom a little shimmy from side to side. Taking a look to the front of the mat. Nice and slowly bringing your feet forward. When you get there, draw the hands up onto the shins, reaching the chest away. Adjust your clothes as you go. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, start to bend the knees here, drop your bottom back. Rocking the weight between the heels and the toes. Let it rest there in the back of the heels. Can we lift the chest? Can we look straight ahead? And reaching the arms forward, coming into Utkatasana. Shoulders starting parallel with the floor. Maybe you can bring the upper arms alongside the ears. Find what feels good for you. We're going to inhale and lift the heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring the hands back onto the knees. Take a breath in. And exhale. Bowing forward. You can keep the knees bent and take the belly to the thighs. You can have the legs straight and fold into Uttanasana, whatever feels good. Nodding the head. Inhaling, bringing the hands back onto the shins, reaching the chest away, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Bending the knees. Again, taking the weight back into the heels, lifting the chest, lifting the arms once again for chair pose. Imagine you have hold of one of those blocks between your thighs here. And just stay for 3 breaths. Feeling your strong thigh. Last inhale. Exhale, folding forward, bring the hands to the floor. Taking a nice big step back into downward facing dog. Stretching out the back of the legs. Pedaling out the heels. You're going to step your feet together. Plant your right foot into the floor. And inhale, take the left leg up as high as it wants to go. And maybe it only wants to go this high. Maybe it goes higher. Take a breath. Rise onto the sole of the right foot. Soften the right knee. And if you can, then bring the left knee in towards the nose and lean forward. Inhale. Taking that left leg up. Exhale. Knee to nose coming into core plank. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Rounding knee to nose. Push the hands into the floor. Draw the shin in towards the chest. And step the left foot through. Get it anywhere you can. We're going to lower the right knee. And this is where, if you have blocks, it might be more comfortable for you to use them. Pressing into the floor or into your props, lifting the chest. Anjaneyasana. Take a couple of breaths here. Find what feels good. If the eyes are open, then softening the focus. Can you still move your neck, your shoulders? Are you feeling warm? Just taking a moment to check in with where you are. Recognizing and allowing whatever is present for you right now. We're going to tuck the right toes and lift the right knee. And then we're going to soften through the right knee. So there's a little bend there. We're going to let go of the floor or all the blocks and press into the feet. Here we go, that's that strong bit again. And taking the arms up, Ashtachandrasana. We're going to take the right fingertips down between the shoulder blades and just hold on to the right elbow. And then if you're wobbling and trembling, that's all okay. Can you smile? Can you remember it's only yoga and we're here to feel better? Stick the elbows back behind the head if we can. Reaching up. Nice big inhale. And then we're going to exhale and sink the hips. Take the right knee to the floor. Unfurl the back toes. Bring the hands back onto the blocks. Take a breath. Bowing the nose towards the front knee. Tucking the toes. Lifting the right knee once more. You're going to place your blocks to one side and step back into plank. Nice. Firming up the glutes, the thighs. Tucking the tail, drawing the pubic bone up. Take a breath. And another. And another. Lower the with your next exhale, nice easy belly flop all the way down. Resting the forehead once more on the hands. Make the right leg longer than the left, and the left leg longer than the right. And shimmy your hips from side to side a few times here. Give your bottom a wiggle. And then again, bring the insides of the legs together. Swimming the arms behind. Interlacing the fingers. Sending the knuckles down towards the tail. And as you brush your sacrum, encourage length there in the lower back. As we inhale, we're going to lift the rib cage. Glancing forward. And then reaching back through the toes. Flare all your toes and lift your thighs away from the floor. Nice. Breathe. Wriggle your toe. Smile. And if at any point you feel the need to break wind, please do. You have my full and free permission. I can't smell it, I'm fine. Take a breath. Exhale. Bringing the hands back under the shoulders. Looping the shoulders back away from the floor. Find a position for the elbows. If they're going out, that's fine. The ideal is that they draw in and hug the ribs, but if that does not feel good, then that's not your ideal. Let's tuck the toes. Drawing the pubic bone in and up towards the spine, lifting the belly button to meet it, pressing into the hand. Coming up onto all fours and back into downward facing dog. You can pedal out the heels again here, or maybe coming into a static downward dog, pressing out through the hands, clawing the pads of the fingers into the mat. Let's take a breath here. And another. And another. Let's bring the feet together again. Anchoring through the left foot. And inhaling the right leg away from the floor. As high as your body wants to go. Enjoy the stretch. Take a breath. Rise onto the sole of the left foot, soften the left knee. A nice strong exhale, draw the right knee into the chest and lean into the hands. Inhale up into three-legged dog. Exhale, rounding, bringing the knee towards the nose. Inhale. Exhale, rounding, drawing those lower ribs in. Inhale. Exhaling, using the momentum of bringing that right leg through, pressing into the floor. Step the right foot through. If you need to hold around the back of the ankle to bring it forward, then go ahead. We're going to lower the left knee. I'm going to put my mama pouch away. Coming on to blocks. So take your time transitioning between one pose and the next. And when you arrive, take more time again and find what feels good. Take a breath. From the back of the right knee, reaching down along the back of the calf and into the floor, push through the heel. And then from the back of the right knee, feel along the hamstring and pull into the hip. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, keep it soft. Release the floor or your blocks and find the strength through your legs to press yourself up into your crescent lunge. Trembling will ensue. Let's drop the left fingertips to between the shoulder blades and take hold of the elbow, maybe drawing the arms back behind the head a little. Breathing here. And steady as you go, lowering the left knee to the floor, releasing the hands back onto your blocks. Take a breath. Round towards the front thigh. Lift the left knee. Take your blocks to the sides, press your hands into the floor and step back into plank. Soften through the elbows in plank. And then find from the back of the shoulders, the back of the armpit space, a line along the outside of the arms and into the pinky fingers. Push into the floor. And then find under the thumbs a lift up through the inner arms and into the fronts of the shoulders, pulling into the chest. Take a breath. Soften the knees, pressing through the hands. Bow the chest between the thighs. Between the thighs, toward the thighs. Pedaling out through the heels here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, knees to the mat, big toes to touch. Bottom to heel, sitting back into child's posture. Turning over the palms. Curl all your fingers over the tops of your thumbs. Giving the thumbs a little squeeze. And rolling out the wrists. And the other way. Releasing the thumbs. Spread the fingers as wide as they'll go. Pulsing the hands. Take a breath. Return the palms to the mat. Creeping the fingertips forward, lifting the elbows. Bring that nice stretch into the armpit space. Take a breath. Inhale up onto all fours. Tucking the toes, exhale backing into downward dog. And then walk your feet halfway up your mat here. We're going to rise up onto tippy toes. And then bending the knees deeply. Coming into a high toe squat. If you have those blocks and you want to use them to assist you in balancing here, you can come up like this. We're going to brace the outside of the knees against the insides of the elbows. And maybe bring the palms together. So this is our balancing posture. Maybe we could bring the thumbs to the third eye center. Maybe we could extend the arms out in front. Take a breath. Return your hands onto the floor or onto your props, and nice and easy, dropping onto the bottom. Scoot your bottom forward. If you have a block, bring it between your thighs here, right into the groin, getting really friendly with it, and squeeze. You can hold into the crease of your knees, bases of the big toes touch, lift the chest, leaning back, so balancing on your sitting bones here, floating the feet away from the floor, and really hugging that block with the thighs. You might anchor your fingertips into the mat. You might reach the arms forward, roll the palms in or up. Still squeezing. Release the toes to the floor. Let the knees fall out, take your block away. Now squeeze the insides of the knees together. Drawing the chest up tall, leaning back on your sitting bones. Floating the legs up. Can you straighten the legs? If the answer's no, the answer's no. Can you release? Can we hold for 3 breaths? One more. Soften through the knees. Round the chin to the chest and hollow the front of the body. And we're going to lower over 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, pausing at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a wriggle. Pointing and flexing through the feet. We're going to take a twist to either side before we finish. So spiraling that right knee in and up. I like to scooch my bottom over to the right side, bringing that right knee towards the edge of your yoga mat. If you have a block and it doesn't come all the way to the floor, you can support it. Otherwise, just take time in allowing the spine to spiral. Take a breath. And another. And in your own time, slowly coming back. Let the right knee fall out to the side. Slide the leg away. Spiraling the left knee in and up. Maybe scooching your bottom slightly to the left. And bringing that right knee over. Taking a few breaths here. In your own time, bringing your hips back up to centre. Bending the knees, bringing the feet flat to the floor. Bringing the arms in alongside you. We're going to come into Satubandha, bridge posture. Nice and slowly though. And you bring your awareness to the tip of your nose and start to draw a vertical line about the length of a matchstick. And then taking the nose to the top of that matchstick, the chin lifting away from the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Scooping the tailbone away from the mat. We're going to interlace the hands once more, coming right up onto the shoulders, pressing into the mat. Driving the knees forward. And you could imagine or you could place that block between your thighs here and hold on. Switching on the glutes by lifting the toes. Switching on the hamstrings by drawing the heels towards the shoulders energetically. Feeling the back of the legs waking up. And then relax. Soften your bottom. You might even let your knees splay slightly. Release the hands. Rise onto tippy toes. Just kind of hang out here and roll. Rolling down through the spine. Hugging the knees into the chest. Having an easy rock from side to side. And you could reach the ankles or the big toes here as we open up into happy baby. And letting the upper arm bones drop back into the floor. Taking one more breath. Folding the feet in towards the groin. Dropping them back to the mat. Let the knees fall out wide. And one at a time, stand the legs out long. Taking time to adjust your clothes, your hair, your posture. And if the eyes are open, then softening the focus. Always closing the eye. Relaxing all the small muscles around the eye. Maybe touch the nose. Maybe have a big yawn. Notice the rise and fall of the chest as the breath returns to its natural, involuntary rhythm. I would recommend staying at least another 5 to 10 minutes in Shavasana. You could cover yourself with a blanket. And allow the body just to yield. Surrendering to the silent processes of the body. To gravity in the ground. And then when you're ready, take a nice full body stretch. Making your way to one side. Taking an easy recovery position here. And making your way up to sitting. Bringing the hands into prayer and bowing the head. Om Shanti, Shanti peace. Namaste.